guess what time of day it is? It's story time. Now, I found a bit of a comfy chair for story time today. So, let's get comfy. Now, actually, you are in for a treat. My mum brought this book down to me just a couple of minutes ago. It's Jane Hissey's Teddy Bear Tales. But there's something even more special about this book. If you look really carefully, you will see a name in this book. Can you see it? This book was my book growing up. This was my storybook when I was your age. Now, this book has loads of different tales about the teddy bears. So what we're going to do, I'm going to read you a tale a day. Okay, so rather than doing 2 books, we're going to read a tale about these bears a day. So the first one is Billy Bear and the Party of Surprises. Now, I'm going to hold the book, but I will show you, here is Billy Bear with all his surprises. So, let's read it. Billy Bear and the Party of Surprises. The toys all knew it was Billy Bear's birthday. He'd been telling them for weeks to give them plenty of warning. Then, on the day, they found a huge notice written on the blackboard in the middle of the room. It said, "You are all invited to a party of surprises. Come as you are or come in disguises." The notice also told them that the party was to be that afternoon at the far end of the playroom. Everyone thought a party of surprises sounded very exciting. Billy thought that it was a pity he knew what all the surprises were. He had to, because he'd planned them. But it wouldn't really matter, because everyone was bound to bring him a birthday present, and presents are the best surprises, he said to himself. All morning he had worked very hard preparing his surprise party. He made jellies with whole fruits hidden in the middle. He made some eggs, some cheese and some banana sandwiches, and he made little paper flag-shaped labels to tell people which was which. Then he swapped the flags round. Now the cheese ones were labelled banana and the egg sandwiches said cheese. "That will surprise the others," he said. He also made a pretend cake by painting a shoebox to look like one. But he made a real cake too, so the toys wouldn't be too disappointed. He made a special banana milkshake for his friends to drink, but he coloured it pink so that people would expect it to taste of strawberries. When he'd put holes in some of the squeaky blowers so they didn't quite squeak, and stuck a few paper hats up so you couldn't get your head into them, he decided that at last he was ready. But as a final touch, he hid all the food and drink around the room. "It will surprise everyone to see no food at a party," he said. "I'll let them discover it." The time of the party came at last, and everyone marched down to the far end of the playroom. As each toy arrived, Billy was handed a birthday card in an envelope with Billy Bear written on the front. "Thank you very much," said Billy, putting them on the table. "I'll open the cards after," he was going to say, "after I've opened my presents." But he stopped himself because he suddenly realised that not one of the toys had brought him a present. Oh dear, what a disappointment. A party without presents. Billy tried to hide his feelings, but just couldn't enjoy things in quite the same way anymore. He didn't say anything. After all, you don't have to give people presents on their birthday. Perhaps it was silly of him to expect to be given things. He decided to make a special effort. "Come on, everyone," he said. "I'll open my cards at the end of the party. Let's all enjoy ourselves." The toys were ready for that. They'd looked forward all day to the party. Soon they were playing games and dancing, and after a little while, someone came across a plate of food. And then everyone began a food hunt. It was great fun. Every time they found some food, they put it on the table. And soon the table was full of delicious party food. And Billy said that it was time to eat. And then the real fun began. The food all looked lovely, but it wasn't long before the toys were discovering Billy's little tricks and surprises. When they asked for a sausage roll, Billy rolled a sausage across their plate and laughed. When anyone wanted a rock bun, they found themselves the real rock with a currant stuck to it and painted to look like a bun. They discovered the surprise sandwiches usually only by eating them, and they thought the milkshake most peculiar, till they realised 2 was a trick. But there were nice surprises too. Billy had invited a magician to come along and do some magic for the toys. His surprises were very clever. He made bunches of flowers pop out of magic boxes and handkerchiefs appear from nowhere. At one point he even made one of Rabbit's friends pop up out of a hat. The toys were delighted. Billy enjoyed it too. But it didn't quite take his mind off the thought that he hadn't had a single birthday present that day. At last, the end of the party was drawing near. The food had all gone, except the rock buns, and they'd played as many games with surprise endings as they could think of. Billy wasn't looking quite as happy as he should have been, and all the toys knew why. "Why don't you open your cards now?" said Old Bear at last. "Yes, I should, shouldn't I?" said Billy. He returned to the heap of cards on the table and carefully tore open the envelope of the first one. Out fell a birthday card that said, "To Billy, with love from Rabbit" on it. "Thank you, Rabbit," said Billy Bear. "There's something else," said Rabbit. "Look in the envelope." Billy peeked inside and saw a piece of paper. He drew it out and read what it said. "This piece of paper entitles you to 1 carrot and sultana cake baked by me, Rabbit, on the day of your choice." "Oh, Rabbit," said Billy, "what a lovely idea. I shall look forward to that. Will you make it when my friends come to stay next week?" "Of course," said Rabbit. "It's your present. You can have it whenever you like." "Thank you very much," said Billy. "It's a wonderful present." Billy returned to his cards and opened the next one. It was from Old Bear, and there was a piece of paper in that one too. It said that Old Bear would pack Billy a picnic on the first sunny day of the summer. Billy was thrilled. He opened one card after another, and in each there were paper promises. Bramwell Brown promised to pick Billy a bunch of flowers whenever he wanted one. Sailor said he'd teach him to dance the sailor's hornpipe if he needed cheering up. Little Bear said he'd make him a pair of trousers like his own. And Duck said that he would make him a nest whenever he wanted somewhere cosy to sleep. There were lots more promises from all the toys. Billy was soon promised anything that he could have wished for. "Oh, thank you, everyone," said Billy. "This has been the best surprise of the day. They're lovely birthday presents, and they will last me all year, right up until the next birthday. But now I'm so tired that... Duck, do you think I could have your birthday present tonight? I would just love to curl up in a nice cosy nest and dream about all today's surprises." The end. So that is our first story from Teddy Bear's Tales. And we learned that Teddy Bear had his birthday party. It wasn't quite as he expected, then it all turned out great. So tune in tomorrow for, let's have a look what it is tomorrow, Teddy No-Nos and the Black Button. So I'll see you then. Bye.